Episode 20 Xavier's Influence on Indigenous and Tribal Communities. Hello everyone. In this episode, we delve into St Francis Xavier's interactions with Indigenous and tribal communities. Xavier's approach to engaging with these diverse cultures and the lasting impact of his work is integrating indigenous traditions with Christianity was an essential aspect of his missionary endeavors. Xavier's interactions with indigenous and tribal communities. St. Francis Xavier's missionary work involved engaging with diverse indigenous and tribal communities. His approach was not merely to convert, but to understand, respect, and integrate local cultures within the framework of Christianity. Cultural integration and understanding. Xavier understood the importance of acknowledging and respecting indigenous cultures. He strived to integrate Christian teachings in a manner that respected and resonated with the traditions and values of these communities. Preservation of indigenous traditions. Xavier's approach didn't seek to eradicate indigenous cultures, but aimed at preserving and integrating certain ethical, social, and cultural elements into the Christian faith, creating a harmonious coexistence. Language and cultural adaptation. Xavier's approach included learning local languages and customs, enabling effective communication and establishing trust with the indigenous communities. This adaptation fostered a more profound understanding and acceptance of the Christian message. Indigenization of Christianity. Xavier's efforts resulted in an indigenization of Christianity. The faith was not imposed, but was presented in a manner that embraced local cultures, making it more relatable and accessible to the indigenous communities. Lasting impact on indigenous faith practices. Xavier's work had a lasting impact on indigenous faith practices. Some aspects of indigenous spirituality were integrated into the practice of Christianity, enriching the religious experience of these communities. Formation of indigenous Christian communities. Xavier's approach led to the formation of indigenous Christian communities, wherein the Christian faith was practiced in a manner that reflected the cultural identities and traditions of the local people. Legacy of integration and respect. The legacy of Xavier's work with indigenous and tribal communities lies in his approach of integration and respect, emphasizing the mutual enrichment of cultures rather than imposing a singular way of life. St. Francis Xavier's interactions with indigenous and tribal communities reflect a unique approach to missionary work. His efforts in preserving and integrating indigenous cultures with Christianity emphasized a mutual respect that fostered the growth of the Christian faith within these diverse communities. Thank you for joining me for this episode. Xavier's approach to cultural integration stands as a testament to respect diverse traditions, a key principle that allowed Christianity to harmoniously coexist with indigenous cultures.